Welcome everyone to episode 60 of the COD Casuals. We're your host Justin,
and I'm Mike.
How you doing, Mike?
Lovely. Yeah. We'll start off with the weather update as we always do. Yeah, we're doing this not on a Monday. We're doing this on a Friday. So this is after work.
Yeah,
beautiful day.
It was a very nice day today.
We skipped all of spring. We went straight to summer.
Yeah.
Because we went from I think we talked about last time, past couple of weeks and so, it's been snowy or rainy, cold, and now it's 70 degrees.
Yeah.
Which is insane. I was wearing a t-shirt.
Yeah.
And I was it's hot.
It's only 70 for today, though.
Yeah.
Tomorrow it's going to rain.
Yeah, right. Exactly. That's what makes no sense.
Yeah. And then we'll be back to, I think next week, though, it's going to be late 50s.
Yeah, so we're on there.
Well, we're on our way into spring.
Yeah, dude, I'm ready for it, man. I'm not about it. I'm not about the cold and everything. I just want to move on and get into the spring.
Yeah, I'm ready.
We've talked about that, dude. Our perfect weather, it's if it's nice and if it's warm and high 50s, 60s,
yeah,
I'm good.
Yeah, and sunny, that makes the temperature perfect.
Yeah, that's what I love right now.
Yeah.
But otherwise though, yeah, been good. Week was pretty average. Nothing mind-blowing happened, which is good. And then we're watching some of the COD games right now.
Yep.
That's going on in the background.
Yeah.
So it's a vibey day.
Yeah.
You know.
But we're not going to be talking about the COD games.
No. We're going to talk about
this. This is going to be a different episode.
Oh yeah.
Actually, I'm excited about it because Mike and I we have live reactions.
Yes.
Right now, so we're going to do a COD tier list.
Yes.
And I sent over a template to you and gave you no's.
Just rank them.
However you want to rank them.
Yeah.
And I'll post each of our lists on screen.
Yeah.
So you got to go to YouTube and see that.
Yeah, exactly. So if you're listening on Spotify right now, get your ass over to YouTube so you can go and watch it. Otherwise, this is not. you can hear some of them, but get the full scope.
Yeah. So you can see the full picture.
Exactly.
And then let us know if we suck because you don't like our. Which I have a feeling.
Oh, there's going to be some heads turned for sure.
Yeah, for sure. People are not going to like the list.
But, dude, that's most people I'm sure listening, and you and I included, man, we've seen some tier lists out there.
Yeah.
Absolutely out in the weeds. I'm dude, you make no sense with this tier list.
Exactly.
You know? And
it's all how you want to rank your tier list. You know? And I ranked mine a different way.
Yeah.
So, it's all personal preference, you know?
So something
one way.
Yeah, exactly. So, and something I tried to do too with it, is I really tried to leave bias out.
Yeah.
Being nostalgia.
Yeah.
That's my biggest thing. Because there's some games in here that they're maybe my first game or I have really good memories of, and I throw them you would throw them in S tier just because oh, that's the first COD I played. I can't do that. I have to take a step back, which is hard. I'm okay, I would close my eyes. I'm basing it all around the CODs. I'm is this a good COD?
Yeah.
You know?
So that's a good way to set it up. So we'll go through your tier list first.
Yeah.
And you can explain
my decisions.
How you ranked it.
Exactly.
So what was your specification?
Right. So mine was a few things, right?
I'm going to pull it up for the first time for me because I've never looked at it.
So there's only if you're watching, there's only one thing I would change in here, and we'll get to that. And you probably know what it is if you're looking at it where I have it ranked. It's more up here. You probably have. There's one thing that I would change there. But I based it off my experience on the game. How just overall the multiplayer experience on there, where it was from launch, and where it ended up being, where it falls. And overall problems or big things at the game. I also tried to think too with innovation with that game.
Yeah.
As the things that they did that changed the game. So I'll start from the bottom and work my way up. So I don't know which one this is, if it's COD 1. I can't.
I don't know.
It's one of the earlier CODs. I didn't recognize, compared to the other two, that I have up, if you're looking at it in my B tier, I played both of those. Those are just from, I didn't play multiplayer on those. Those were campaign only, and they're mid. They're they're good. Nothing to write home about. So I won't talk much about those. But I never played whichever COD this one. I don't know if it's Big Red or what it is.
I couldn't even tell you.
Yeah.
And so for people that are listening, we're looking at the tier list goes S, A, B, C, D.
Never played. Exactly. So yeah, starting on my never played is that one COD. Then I go to my D tier and I've got two games. I've got World War II, COD World War II, and Modern Warfare 2019. You gotta specify
20,
that.
yeah.
Yes, not the OG Modern Warfare. So World War II, so I like the World War II setting. I don't know if that's a hot take. I like it. I said before, and I'll say it again, it is overdone. I've had enough of it.
Yeah.
And this one, I was so amped for this one when it came out. I was like, dude, I'm ready because World at War was one of my favorites. It was the first one that I started off on.
Yep.
And World War II literally shit the bed. It was a bad game.
Yeah.
There was only a couple maps on there I liked. There wasn't really much that I liked about the game. You know, like, was it the worst game I've ever played? No. But was it one of the worst CODs I've ever played? It's up there.
Yeah.
Just not a good experience. And Modern Warfare was the same thing, which is the other one in my D tier again. Modern Warfare
2019.
Yes, 2019. Yes, MW 2019. Yeah. This one, once again, it was a super hyped one. I mean, all the CODs are always hyped.
Yeah, every year they're hyped.
But this one was hyped because it was bringing so many different changes to the game, and it was such a break from everything else. And I couldn't get my brain around it. Couldn't get down with this game. I thought the maps were bad on it. I thought it was slow. It was so I'm a submachine gun player. This map, like this whole game to me just seemed like when I was playing it, again, this is my experience.
Yeah.
It felt like I was getting fried if I wasn't using an AR half the time. Yeah, I don't know. There was nothing in this game that really stood out to me.
Yeah.
Other than the graphics and the movement system being so different.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah. I mean, these I wonder how many people would think that's a hot take, cuz I mean, I would agree with you. We'll get to my tier list after through everything, but like, you know, to specify too, I don't say MW 2019 is not the same as Warzone. Yeah.
Like, I know they came together, but those are two separate games.
Yeah, we're talking
strictly multiplayer public matches, right? Warzone, I mean, you'd have to throw it up pretty high because of how it literally changed the face of Call of Duty forever. And I think Modern Warfare has in a way, but I think it was kind of done poorly. You know, I just wasn't. I was not a fan of this game at all. Did not like it.
I'd agree with
Plus they had
those placements right now.
Doors all over the place, and I couldn't stand
and breakables.
it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That to me, like, I still don't get why that was a thing, and even now, going into good segue into my C tier, I don't know why it's still in here, which is my C tier, Vanguard, the current Call of Duty. This is there should be an asterisk next to this one. This is in development. Right? Yeah. This is where this game for me right now, from when it started for me, probably like the C minus, D plus, straggling in the middle there. It's graduated to C tier. And it's for some of the same reasons as Modern Warfare, but biggest thing with Vanguard is there's so many problems with it. There's just problems all over this game. It's a rushed game. Maps are mid. There's no real great maps in there that stand out. The guns, like I said, I'm tired of the World War II guns, that era. I'm not feeling it anymore. And just so many freaking bugs.
Yeah. I'm with you. I think my you haven't seen my list, but Vanguard, where I ranked it too, it's not high up there. I can tell you that. Like, again, like we do have fun on Vanguard, like when we're playing pubs, but that's just what we make the most of it.
Yeah, exactly.
And like, we're gonna play the new COD, whatever, and we'll have fun with it.
It doesn't matter. Like, I'll still be playing it. Like, we're gonna play it tonight. And I do like it, but when I think about my experience and how it stacks up compared to the other ones on this list, that's where I'd put it. Like, I'm not craving to play Vanguard as much as some of these other games I would.
Exactly.
Another one that I throw in here too in my C tier is Advanced Warfare. I played a bit of Advanced Warfare. I think this one for me, like, I know I said at the beginning, I'm trying to not have my bias, my nostalgia. I think if I went and played that game now, I'd be all over it.
Yeah.
Because of the advanced movement and everything. This game, though, got fried. When it first came out. Yeah,
it
dude.
Was bad. It was like the most disliked video on YouTube at one point. Because when it came, it was innovative. It wasn't innovative, And you know who made it? Sledgehammer.
Exactly, right? So
and you know who made Vanguard?
Sledgehammer. So we've seen a trend. Sledgehammer. Yeah, when you replace that S with a C for Sledgehammer, because that's where their games belong, bro. Yeah, this game, it's been so long, I can't totally remember, like, and I didn't play it as much, I'll admit, but there's obviously a reason for that. Like, there was a couple good maps on there. I like the guns in there, but I don't know, there was nothing that stood out for me in that game other than the movement.
What year did this come out?
That's a
2014.
Let's go look it up. When was Advanced Warfare? What are you thinking right now? When was Advanced Warfare released?
I want to say 2014.
Okay, let's see if we can get it here really quick. 2014.
Okay.
Yep, yeah. November 4th, 2014.
Yeah.
So this was 8 years ago.
Yeah.
Or 7 now, basically, almost 8.
Yeah, so Advanced Warfare, I remember, like, obviously, I remember when, like, the majority of these came out, which is crazy. But Advanced Warfare, like, you and I, like, we didn't play that game together a lot.
No.
And the big reason was, this was during the... the transition from old consoles to next gen.
Yeah.
PS3 to PS4. And I remember I bought Advanced Warfare on the PS3.
Yep.
And it was like the graphics were awful.
Yeah.
Like, and I can't remember. I think it did run fine. It was like a bit choppy.
Yeah.
But then like I didn't play it all that much because of that.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I got to like 3rd Prestige and
called it.
That was it.
Yeah.
And I did, like, the only reason why I played it till 3rd, honestly, was because of, I watched competitive players.
Yeah.
That if I wasn't watching, like, pro players, then I probably would have stopped, like, after 1st or something.
Yeah.
Because, again, and, like, I'm pretty sure at that time, too, you were on the PS4 already.
I think I was, yeah. Because I didn't play this on PS3.
Yeah. And this game was made for PS4.
Yeah. Yeah, this was in a weird time, just like no, not like Modern Warfare. Modern Warfare was only PS4, but Vanguard's in that right now.
Yeah,
Vanguard's PS4 or PS5.
Yeah,
it's in it's like on both platforms.
Yeah,
and same thing with AW. Yeah, I don't know. AW was just like a really mid game for me. And it's the same. I'll skip over my other one, but it's the same thing as IW. Like, I don't know. Advanced Warfare and Infinite Warfare kind of blend to me for my times playing those games. I played them. I didn't play them a lot. There wasn't anything that was like glaringly horrible about those games to me, but they were like, I don't know, that just kind of whatever to me.
Yeah. So for people listening, Infinite Warfare is in Mike's C tier.
Yes, I have it in C tier as well. Yeah, so they're all C tier right now.
I didn't even buy Infinite Warfare.
Yeah,
like I played like a few matches.
Yeah,
that's it. I never bought Infinite Warfare.
Yeah, I played the beta and then I played a little bit of it. I don't even know. I think I might have got to 55 and then that was it, or whatever the max level was. And I was like,
I'm pretty sure I played like 3 or 4 matches.
Yeah,
that's it.
But it was like one of those games that I played it and there wasn't anything so bad about it. Maybe that's because I didn't put enough time into it. I'm sure, but again, this is my goddamn list.
This came out in 2017.
Yeah,
and 2017 was our freshman year of college.
Yeah, there's your reason right there too.
Yeah,
I wasn't playing.
A lot of life events like happening. Where, like,
yeah, because IW came out then, and then World War II was after that. That was our sophomore year of college.
Yeah,
World War II came out,
and I mean, for you guys listening, like we talked about it in our 1-year episode. You and I, like, we've always been friends and like played COD together, but we didn't really play COD like consistently every day until like MW. Like, honestly, like when the franchise started.
Yeah, we started on MW3 and then we didn't really play much. No, well,
we would go like on and off. Yeah. Because like we grinded BO3.
Yeah.
And then after that, it wasn't until like MW.
Yeah, that we started to kind of get it all back together. And that's, again, that's like life events too.
Yeah.
That kind of lead up to all that. But yeah, IW, I just don't put as much stock into it. And then the last one I have in my C tier is Ghosts. Ghosts for me, guns, okay. Maps, it's like that's exactly what C tier is for me the entire time. Yeah. Like it's all like just average.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's all like very middle of the road. There's nothing really great about any of those games to me.
Yep.
There's nothing horrible about them, but there's nothing that promotes them into B tier.
Yeah.
Or anything like that.
Ghosts, I didn't play either.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
I didn't play a single game of Ghosts.
Yeah, I played a fair amount of it. I don't know how far I got into it. I can't remember, but You know, again, this is one of those CODs. Like all these games, unfortunately, I'm in Vanguard right now. I can't say, but like the other three, IW, AW, and Ghost, they have definitely faded from my memory because of that, like how not memorable they were to me.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, which is why they're in this tier.
Exactly, right? So then I go to my B tier. And my B tier is like, these are the CODs that I thought were definitely a step up. They were stepping stones into the right direction for Call of Duty. I'll skip over a couple ones. I'll get my 2 campaign ones, which I think these were Call of Duty 3.
Yeah.
And then the other one, I thought it was, I don't know if it was Finest Hour or Call of Duty 2. I can't remember exactly what the cover was.
I think it looks like
2? I think it was 2. Not 100% which one it is because it didn't have the title in it. But Call of Duty 3.
Let us know.
Yeah, exactly. Right. You can go cook us because maybe my B's wrong on that. But there were 2. So like I would throw in my B tier. Call of Duty 3, I played a fair amount as a kid, and then I played it again in college, playing the campaign for it.
Yeah.
So those games are just kind of like, you know, I don't know. They were in there, and I played them, and I liked them, and they're nostalgic. So, you know, I let my nostalgia get the best of me. I throw them in the B tier, you know? I mean, I guess like compared to everything else, if I grinded those games during the multiplayer, I'd probably have them somewhere different, but I don't know. So get those out of the way. Now, the other 3 are all multiplayer, and we played a ton of one, and I played a lot of the other 2 of them.
Yeah.
So from this point on, all these games, I played a ton of.
Yeah.
So B tier, I got Black Ops 1 in there as well. Dude, I don't know. This is the start of the Black Ops series.
Yep.
You know, exactly. This brought everything. This is where zombies really started to kick in. Yeah. This is where zombies really like they continued with zombies from my other B tier one. And they took it into that whole like Cold War era. Like campaign was fantastic, but the multiplayer too. I liked the maps in this game.
Yeah,
I liked them a lot, and I thought the guns were good, like the FAMAS, the MP5, the Galil.
Yep.
Like it was a bunch of fun though. I think the Kiparus was in this game. Like it was like a bunch of fun. It had what? Not a Ray. What's that map that was in? It's been on like a few of them. Nuketown was in here. Nuketown was the start of this. The one that's like on the snowy.
Oh, the other snow map.
Yeah, there's snow map. You know what I'm talking about.
What is it?
We played it in BO4.
Yeah.
You know, they remastered it. Summit. Yeah, Summit's in here. A lot of good maps. Yeah, easy B tier for me. And then World at War. This was a tough one because World at War is that's my first COD that I really like grinded hard. But again, World War II, the maps, I looked back at the maps when I did this and it was like just being like liked, shit. Being like which ones I like. And there was a lot of maps that I was very much like it's okay. You know, and the guns were really like it was MP40 Thompson and STG. You know, does it sound familiar? Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, a little bit. Right?
A little bit.
Yeah, it was all like the same guns as Vanguard is. They had a few different guns in there that were good, like, but nothing really crazy about it. But I don't know. I liked the style. I liked the attention to detail in that game. Yeah. In the multiplayer. Yeah. I mean, I thought it was a really good game. Plus, that was the first game that had zombies too. Yeah. You know,
Nazi zombies.
Yeah. So I know this is like we're trying to stick to multiplayer, but come on. You got it with that too. And the campaign was wild. Yeah. Really, really good. Now the other one I have here is I have Cold War in my B tier. This was hard because we played so much Cold War. Yeah, yeah. And loved this game. Oh, yeah. Yeah, like
that's probably a hot take for like so many people.
Like most people probably put it lower, huh? You think?
Yeah, or just like us liking the game. Yeah. So like a lot of people did not like this game. Yeah. Like, I bet you a lot of people probably would flip Cold War and MW 2019.
Yeah. Yeah.
But this is Mike's list. So
exactly. Like, so sit down and listen. Right? This is what I think, right? Again, let us know if you think we're absolutely faded. I don't care, right?
Yeah. Send us your like COD tier list if you want to make a quick one.
Yeah, or if there's anything that you would change on both of our lists, you know? I thought Cold War, like, at first, you can't lie, Cold War had its problems. Yeah. I mean, that's unfortunately, I think, well, actually now, I hope that changes with this new change of the development cycle. Yeah, yeah. But I think it's going to always be this way now. These games, or prior to this, they were coming out just half baked.
Yeah, yeah.
And Cold War was no different. It definitely came out that way. It had its fair share of bugs for sure, but at the end of the day, Cold War pulled it together.
Yeah.
Towards the latter half of it, had really had a lot of good guns. I liked the customization in the game. I liked the maps were fantastic.
Yeah.
The gunplay was good.
Yeah, the maps, the movement.
Yeah, the movement was crisp in Cold War.
I mean, like, they always updated it, like you said. Like, constantly kept updating this game.
And that's definitely a Treyarch thing. So this was a great game to me. Plus, we grinded it a ton.
And, like, I mean, moving to, like, SNA, like, for you, like, these are games that, like, you definitely played, like, a ton.
Yeah, exactly. So all these ones, like, I feel pretty good on.
Yeah.
So that's all my beats here. So I got Black Ops, I got World at War, Cold War, and then I've got the other two, like, campaign ones. So you can take those as you want. But then I go to my A tier, same thing. I grinded all these games. These are the games that, like, I would, if I had to right now, from this point on, if I had to go back and play one COD, it's really any of these.
Yeah.
I got 4 in A and then 2 in S. I would go back and play any of these CODs for a long time. First one I got in A is Modern Warfare, the OG, where it all started.
Yeah.
This game, come on.
COD 4.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
This game revolutionized. It paved the way for the future of the Call of Duties that came after it. Maps were fantastic. The camos, dude. The blue tiger, the red tiger, the gold. Did you play this game much, MW?
I played matches of it, but I never played it when it came out.
This is such a weird game, or with the gold camos, because there were gold guns in this game.
Only a few.
Yeah. Like you could only get like I think it was only one gun per class per class. Like you could only get the AR, like the AK-47. That was the only one.
Yeah.
Then the sniper is the Dragunov.
Yeah, that was a MP5, right?
No, it was the Uzi.
The Uzi. All right, and then the Deagle.
You could get the Deagle gold. You could get the M1014 shotgun, I think is what it was. That was the numbers, I got them right. You could get that shotgun gold, and then you could get the M60, like E4, whatever it was.
Oh, that
LMG. Yeah. Those are the only guns you could get gold. So one of each class, which made no sense, but it was cool. They brought all the camos. The maps in that were pretty good. I liked all of them. Again, I went back on them. There wasn't really any that I didn't like. Yeah. The guns in that game were fantastic, you know, and I like with this game too, like I did in World at War. I liked the 357 streaks, like UAV, airstrike, and helicopter. Yeah, it was so simple. Yeah. It was a bunch of fun. Yeah, and then like sniping on that game too. Come on. Yeah, legendary. So that one pretty quick and easy. Then I go to my next one, BO4. Goated. Yeah, we talked about this. I went and tweeted this out recently. I think it was you. You tweeted this out. About BO4 being like an S tier or like top 3 COD.
I said BO4 was a top 3 Call of Duty.
Yeah, I have it in here. I guess it's like my top 5, but that's not hot at all. Like I'd throw it in the top 3 for sure. BO4 is the only thing to me that holds this game back a little bit is the stim abuse in this game. That's the only thing in this game. You could stim shot like crazy.
Yeah.
Which it's fun.
Yeah.
But it's
you play it a little differently.
Yeah. It's very
it favors like a certain type of players.
Yeah, exactly. So it's very mixy using that. But I mean, man, all the operators in this game, which are like, I'll go to my next one too, has it. Like all the operators, I love it. I love that idea.
Yeah.
I love the customization. I liked all the maps when we played this. They're fantastic. The guns are good.
Yeah.
They're like, this is to me almost as perfect of a game as you can get.
Yeah. And this was a COD too that really like brought you and I back together, like playing COD.
Oh yeah. We hustled on this game.
Yeah, because during again, like I said, we really started picking up and playing COD again, like when the CDL like franchised.
Yeah,
and that was during MW.
Yeah,
and again, both of us weren't the biggest fans of MW, but we still watched competitive.
Yeah,
and I brought over BO4 to your place in college, and like, we just grinded.
Yeah,
and then we switched from MW to BO4, and we just played.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that just like at that point I was off. I was like, dude, this is so good.
Yeah,
this game's fantastic. Right, so that BO4. I mean, again, it's about as perfect as it can get for me. And that goes like again for all the other ones coming up. BO3, I won't talk too much about it because it's more or less like it's the same feelings I have with it, but I do love that advanced movement as well in it. Having a scuff now, I would want to go back and play this. To see how it would be. Yeah,
because this Black Ops 3, that was like the last COD you and I grinded together. Yeah, before like all of this.
Yeah, we played this a ton. Yeah, I immediately I don't know, when I think of this map, this game, I think of like playing on Combine. I don't know why. Yeah, I just always think about that.
This was
the VMP too.
This was our senior year of high school.
Yeah, this was
literally like graduating, no care in the world.
Yeah, this was just this was sad. What was that, 6 years ago?
Yeah, 2016.
It was just crazy. Yeah, long. God, I feel old now.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. But like the guns in this, I always like the. I mean, always played with a sub, but the VMP, the CUDA. Come on, this game was so fun. I loved it. I love boosting around in this game and just like being an absolute demon on the map. It was so much fun.
Just flying around was so fun.
Yeah, I can't think right now. Like, I'm sure somebody maybe has an idea of bad things in this game, but I don't know. I just think about there wasn't a lot of times in here that it's been a lot different compared to now where there's basic things that are screwed up in the games. That game and all the games coming after really didn't have that. Yeah. So then like here's the one that I might change for me. This to me is like top of the A into S, and I might even now looking at this, like I said before we started, I would probably throw this into S, which is MW3. Yeah. I don't understand the slander or the slights or anything that MW3 catches. I don't give a fuck. This game is one of the best. It's so good. This game to me is really, it shouldn't be called MW3, it should be MW 2.5. Yeah, that's what this really should be called. This game took everything that was busted in MW2 and fixed it.
Yeah, I mean, this was like, you and I played MW3 together for like years. Yeah. Like we just skipped through CODs. Like, this game was so good.
Oh yeah, it was amazing. Every single map on that game was an absolute banger. Yeah. Like, and all the guns too. You could actually use all the guns in this game. You know, which I liked. Yeah. Again, this is all like public. You know, like in public matches, you could go around and do anything with this. I liked how there was specialist streaks, support, assault kill streaks. I think they only did that one time, and I don't know why they stopped doing it. It was so many like options, but it was fun.
Yeah. And Sledgehammer made this game.
Yeah, exactly. So exactly. They've gone from most of their games. Their other two were in my C, and then they've got their oldest one or one of their older ones that's in my A, teetering into S. You know. Yeah, MW3 is hard not to throw into nostalgia, but it's amazing. So then I go to my S. These games, I mean, they're
goated in the community.
Yeah, they're goated in the community for sure, and they also. These are like, if you're rating like the pioneers, the OG games that started it and kept the ball rolling, these are for sure the ones too. And I don't think these are hot takes at all. No. I think everyone would agree on this. Like, I would throw MW2 in there. Now I will put with this too, MW2, people for sure forget all the BS in this game.
Oh yeah.
People do not seem to remember that, or they just maybe overlook it because of all the great things that MW2 brought. You know, like I love the fact that they had like all the pro perks in that game. I liked like some of the legendary guns that are in there. All the guns were great in that game. The maps in that game were fantastic, and those are really the main thing. The movement I liked in that game. You know, that's with all these games. It sounds like it's the same thing, but it's true. It's the guns, it's the maps, and it's the play. It's those three things. If you got those and they're like firing on all cylinders, you got a great game.
Yep, exactly.
So I liked all those things in this game. I went through with all these games. I went through all the maps, trying to see if there's anything in this game I didn't like, and I watched I remember with MW2, I watched some gameplay of it to kind of remember what it was like. I grinded the hell out of this game. But there was a lot of broken things in this game. Yeah, for sure, a lot of broken things, you know, that get overlooked. Yeah, but there was a lot of really good things this game brought, so it kind of gets overlooked. Gets a pass on it. And the last one I have is Black Ops 2. Yep. Obviously, Black Ops 2. I played this game like I don't know. I played it like a solid amount, but I definitely didn't play this game as much as Modern Warfare 2 or MW3. No way. I think I got to like 4th or 5th prestige in this game.
Yeah.
And this one's kind of like a safe one, like a goated community one, you know?
That definitely safe to put in S tier.
Yeah.
With, MW2.
Yeah. You know, like for myself, I would maybe put this in S or A, you know, like it's kind of teetering. Those are maybe like along with MW3, those are the only 2 moves. And that's not a slight against the game. That's just like my experience with it.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like, you know, just don't have enough on it. But yeah, going through it, like, you know, all like the guns in that game were fantastic. The maps were good. That was the birth. I think that's I think it was the start of rank play, like rank play in a game.
Yeah,
and that had a really good rank play system, which we're still kind of waiting for.
Yeah, yep.
But yeah, that one's goated by the community. So you got to give it that respect that it deserves,
especially by the competitive community too.
Yeah, and that game too. A lot of them. I would say Black Ops 2 definitely over MW2 is it came out fixed and like not even fixed, just it came out ready to go.
Yeah.
You know, and there weren't like massive gaping problems with that game. Again, things that like you notice in the public side were not like massive issues.
Yeah, like actual like bugs.
Yeah,
and stuff, and like when you're saying like an incomplete game like that gets sent out to us, like Vanguard, this game's incomplete like clearly, and there's like actual problems with the game from launch. Like that's what the old games, like obviously all the old games, every COD comes out with like bugs and stuff.
Yeah,
but Vanguard literally came broken. Yeah, like it was actually broken.
Yeah, like some of those games, and you notice like a lot of the more modern games, like are within the past couple of years, they're down there just because they're like Vanguard and Modern Warfare the last 2 years of COD. Yeah, you know, or like what is it, like minus Cold War, but they're more at the bottom of my list.
Yeah.
Now over time they might change, but yeah, I would more or less like I'm pretty confident and comfortable with my list. I think the only thing I might change, now looking at it, is I might throw MW3 into S tier.
Yeah,
and that's really it.
I mean, I like the list.
Shit take, good takes. I don't know. I thought it was pretty good.
Let us know.
I thought it was pretty good.
1 through 10.
I was gonna say, do you think my list is trash? If you do, I mean, again, I don't want to talk to you.
Again, I think COD tier list or any tier list, it's all based off of like how you like define the tier list.
Yeah, you know? I agree. So that's the end of my list, Justin. Let's move on to your list, bro. I'm looking at it for the first time. What the hell? No, I'm kidding.
So my list, pop it up on screen here.
Yes, pop it on screen. Here we go.
So I ranked it purely based off me and me alone. Yep. And off of like CODs that I would play over others. Yep. And it's just strictly multiplayer and the like enjoyment I had on the game, and if you know, based on like, you know, broken things that aren't broken, things like that. Yep. So this is strictly like me wanting to play games over like others.
Yeah, you definitely like we've got some things in common here, but you've got a few that are a bit higher, and I think some ones that'll probably get you skewered. Yeah. But proceed.
So I'll start off with never played, right? 3 odds that they're fucking old.
All the old ones.
Never played those.
Yeah,
right?
See you later.
Moving on.
Yeah, right. Honestly, whatever.
Like I'll point out, my first COD that I ever played was MW2.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, and it's funny. So, for the most part, I didn't start buying CODs like the same year that they were launched until BO3.
Okay.
I'm pretty like, and like actually started playing.
Yeah.
Because it was like I was younger, didn't have money, you know.
Yeah, but $60 is like $1,000.
Yeah. So there are a lot of CODs where like I didn't play like that year, like that year of COD. Yep. But so these 3 CODs never played, probably never gonna ever go back and play them. So can't rank those. In my D tier, I have World War II, and if you guys have listened before, I hate this game.
Not even like a little.
No, yeah, this game is just bad. Like I pre-ordered it, got it sophomore year of college. I remember getting it in the mail, downloading it, and I walked in ready to play. After the download, came back from class, right? Yep. Loaded up, and I'm like, it's all right. And then I gave it a shot. I got to 3rd prestige. Yeah. And I was like,
that's not bad.
Yeah. And I was like, I don't like this game. Yeah. I hate this game. And again, I just didn't like the guns. The maps were dull. Maps weren't fun.
I think for me the maps are trash.
Yeah, the kill streaks were all bad too. They weren't. And again, like I think I don't mind the old era. Like I get why COD like goes to that.
Yep.
But like you said, I think it is overplayed, and I don't want to see wood on my guns anymore. Yeah. Like I don't want wooden guns. Like I'm tired of wooden guns. So I'm not gonna rant about World War II. That's just on my list.
Short and simple.
Bad game.
Trash.
Yeah. On to C tier, right? So I'll list them first. I got Ghosts, Modern Warfare, and Vanguard in C tier.
That's not bad.
So again, how I rank this, I would much rather play Ghost, MW, or Vanguard over World War II.
Yeah.
Any day. Like if you only gave me those 4 games, I'm not touching World War II.
Right.
Ghosts, like I said, like I played like a few matches, if that, if anything. So that's why I threw it there. But I did obviously like when the new COD comes out, like I watch a bunch of videos about it.
Right.
And I did. Out of the few matches I played, I would much rather go and play this game over World War II.
Yeah, I think Ghost is like one where, like with some of mine too, Ghost, like you played it, but not enough to love it or hate it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So it just kind of falls in like it's an alright game.
Yeah, and that's exactly why I threw it into C tier with MW. Right? Yeah, MW again, like you and I like weren't the biggest fans of that game.
Yeah,
and the mechanics, like they obviously changed everything with Tac Sprint.
Yep.
And
rest in peace.
We literally like switched halfway through the year. So
yeah, we did.
That just shows how much like we didn't like this game.
Yeah, right? We went from MW back to BO4.
Yeah, yeah. And MW, like again, I see where it was going. Like it had so much potential, but it just didn't work.
Yeah,
you know how they executed it, and I again didn't like the movement. The maps weren't that good either, and I feel like you mentioned it. Like as a sub player, you get punished.
Yeah. And
I felt like you got punished if you played fast.
Yeah.
Because people were always sitting in corners, and the time to kill was so quick.
Yeah. No, I think a good point you brought up too with some of the maps in these games, like with World War II, is their vibrancy. You know, like if they're actually eye catching, not even just how they play.
Yeah.
Like if you're playing a lot of these games, like you want these maps to be somewhat interesting or look kind of nice and bring you in.
Yeah.
MW, everything was so damn dark.
Yeah.
You know,
and rainy. Yeah.
Yeah, World War II was like the epitome of that. It was so bad. I was like,
which is, you know, I know they want to be realistic. You're in the trenches.
Yeah.
But
I'm like, but dude, I don't want to be in the trenches. I'm playing.
Yeah, I don't want to be in the trenches.
A video game.
Yeah, playing multiplayer. Yeah,
don't throw me in the trenches.
Yeah. And which is exactly why I threw Vanguard in C tier.
Yeah.
It's like again, I am enjoying Vanguard right now.
Yeah.
You know, like we hop on and play every day, but again, that's because we make the most of it. You know?
No, and I think Vanguard too. Like, I hope within the time that it has, Vanguard can make it to B.
Yeah.
It's got the potential to make it to B.
Yeah.
Because it's got a lot of good things going for it, but it needs that last bit of exexecution to bring it up.
Exactly.
You know? That's why we both put it there.
And like right now, I need to keep it in C because again, I rank this based off of
right now,
and any game like above C, I would much rather play than the ones below.
Yeah.
Like no matter, like I wouldn't even like think about it.
Yeah.
And Vanguard too, like right now, like we're having a lot of fun because we're playing ranked.
Yeah.
You know, that's not in every Call of Duty.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's why I left it in C, but I'll move on to my B tier, right?
Yes.
So this is where like it starts getting interesting. So I got Call of Duty World at War, COD 4, Black Ops, Advanced Warfare, and Infinite Warfare.
Okay.
So these 5 CODs, no particular order. I have them all equal, mainly because, like World at War, for example, right? I never played that when it first came out.
Yeah.
I got that, like, years later. Like,
right.
I got it the year after Black Ops came out.
Damn, yeah.
And I bought it just to play zombies in the campaign. And then I went and played multiplayer a little bit, and I got to, like, the max level, whatever it was.
Yeah, 65 in that game, I remember.
Yeah. But the only reason why I put it in B, again, is because I would much rather... The experience that I had playing multiplayer was much better than all the other ones below it. Like, way better.
Yeah, exactly, right? You can't throw the slights at World at War.
Yeah. And then COD 4, again, like, I didn't buy COD 4 at launch. Or I played COD 4.
Is it where the gasps kicking?
I got it when it was remastered.
Yeah.
That's when I got it.
Yeah, I didn't even I totally forgot about the remaster on it. Yeah. Remaster was all right. They added in the crates, the loot crates, which torqued me off.
Yeah, again, I just didn't buy that COD at that time. I couldn't afford it.
Yeah,
so I
didn't bother.
Yeah, but based off my experience playing remastered, again, I would pick up that COD over any of the other CODs. Then Black Ops. So Black Ops is interesting. I got Black Ops. What is it? I think like a year after it came out already. And I got it for zombies. That was it. That's the only reason why I got it. And I remember when Black Ops came out, we were in 6th grade.
Dude, Jesus Christ, I feel super old.
In 6th grade, and at that time I was still playing MW2, which I'll get to later.
Yep.
But I didn't even know COD was on like a yearly release.
Yeah. Dude, Black Ops came out 2010.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sheesh.
And I didn't know there were multiple CODs like every year. Like I just thought MW2 was it. Like, it was that COD.
Yeah.
Which shows like how new I was, to the Call of Duty scene and gaming and stuff. Like I got my PS3 when I was in 6th grade, I think.
Right.
And that was when I consider like I became a gamer. And I actually bought other games and played and stuff. But Black Ops, I would definitely put B because multiplayer was fun. I remember using the FAMAS and
prying people.
Yeah, and the maps were all fun. Like I enjoyed all the maps.
Yeah, I think Black Ops gets slept on for that aspect. Like the multiplayer, I thought it was good again, but the maps, I thought the maps were really good on it. Yeah. Plus, thing I didn't even mention before that was so cool about Black Ops was the whole wager match system.
Yeah,
like
the party games.
Yeah, and how you actually had like prior to actual cash COD points.
Yeah.
And doing all that was so much fun.
Yeah.
With sticks and stones and one in the chamber and whatnot.
Yeah, all that, yeah. And I think, again, a lot of these CODs, like now I'm looking at it, like I didn't buy a lot of these CODs like during their year.
Yeah.
Which just shows like, I just came later.
Right.
And then I'll move to Advanced Warfare. Advanced Warfare, I bought, again, like I said, on the PS3. It was all right.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy. I remember playing it. I didn't really have like anyone to play with, so that was a big reason why I didn't play it a lot.
Yeah.
And I didn't love that game or anything.
Yeah. Did you watch competitive during Advanced Warfare at all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why I got to 3rd Prestige.
Yeah, right.
The only reason why I played it.
That game kept you going.
Yeah. But like it's hard to play a Call of Duty by yourself if you don't actually like love it.
Yeah.
There are a handful of these CODs where I did play by myself, and like you guys will see. But Advanced Warfare was not one of them.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. Like looking at your list, and then same thing with mine. Mm-hmm. Like it's only those S and A's that I could really play solo.
Yeah.
Like Vanguard now, for example, like I wouldn't want to play that really by myself very much. Like I would play like a handful of games and then I'd be like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah, exactly. And when I'm playing like solo, I mean like hop on and you're playing for like hours by yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, and
that's not happening.
Yeah, not on Vanguard.
Yeah, no way.
And then same with Infinite Warfare. Like I put it in B tier 2 just because, again, I barely played that game.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I didn't even play it at all.
Yeah.
I played 3 matches on my friend's like Xbox. Mm-hmm. But I would much rather play that game than any of the games below. Because I enjoyed the advanced movement. I like the fast, like in your face pace.
Yeah, like I mean, just like with the advanced movement, that game. I mean, that was after BO3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's in that same kind of realm, but it's like super futuristic.
Yeah, exactly. And so those 5, like, I mean, that's probably a hot take that I even have like Infinite Warfare and Advanced Warfare in B tier.
No, dude, that's not the hot take. Your hot takes are in A here. This is where the community goes wild.
Yeah. But those games, like, you're never gonna get me to touch World War II again. Ever.
This is basically everything. Everything is average. Except World War II.
No, everything below S and A. Yeah. Like I could play the 5 games that I'm gonna get to.
Yeah.
Over and over and over every single year, and I will never get tired of it.
Yeah, I would agree.
So,
and mine, I would put all like we have the same. I think for I think except one game we don't have the same
But so like my A tier, right? I'll just list them off. MW2, Black Ops 3, Black Ops 2, and Cold War.
Yeah.
And now I know a lot of people are probably going to be like, what is that take?
Say?
That's a bad take.
Yeah.
I don't fucking care. This is, again, I ranked this. It's my list, and it's based off of what games I would play over all the others. Right?
This isn't to appease the plebs online.
Yeah, it's for myself.
Yeah, exactly.
So MW2, I had an A because, again, that game was just really fun game. That was my first ever Call of Duty. And I thought I was good at it, and I put a lot of time into it, and then I played all the other ones.
And I probably think about it now, and you're probably like hot trash on it.
Yeah. But MW2, you know, that game, like, got me into Call of Duty.
Yeah.
So if I never got that game, like, I wouldn't be doing this or playing, like, any of the other CODs.
Yeah.
So I had to throw that up in A. With BO3, which a lot of people are going to be like, hot take, you're putting MW2 and BO3 on the same level. I'm like, yeah, because it'd be so hard for me to choose like what games to pick to play for like another year out of those 4.
Yeah.
Out of the 4 here. Like BO3, again, like you and I grinded together.
Oh, yeah. No, we totally did. We grinded so much of that game.
And I love the advanced movement in that game. Like, because it was a good middle ground of advanced warfare.
Yeah, I love the advanced movement, period.
Yeah. And which is a big reason why, like, I never played Infinite Warfare. Because we played so much BO3, like, I didn't want to get off that game.
Yeah.
And this was senior, like, we went into freshman year of college, and, like, I was still playing this game.
Yeah.
And Infinite Warfare was already out.
Right, right.
And this game was just fun. Like, you had jetpacks, you could fly around. Like, I always used, like, the M8.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
oh, yeah, dude.
It was just a great game.
Yeah, dude. Throwing it back from with the M8.
Yeah.
I love it.
And then...
and the Man of War was in this too, wasn't it?
Yeah, Man of War. Yeah. The Shiva. Shiva's really good.
Oh, yeah. I remember the Shiva now.
Yeah. So many good guns.
Yeah.
Good guns in that.
Yeah, dude. I'd throw that in the S. I'd throw it in there now, thinking about it. That game just gets better and better.
And then, so after that, I got Black Ops 2, which, debatable, SA. You know, I have it in there.
Yeah.
At A, just because, again, I played till 3rd Prestige.
Yeah.
Which, you guys see a pattern here?
Right.
I give games a shot till 3rd Prestige and then really decide if, like, I like it or not.
Yeah, and I think, like, I think that's a pretty good benchmark to have for it because, you know, if you only play a little bit, like, you see some of these IGN reviewers and stuff when they review games, they're like, I played 2 hours of it. I'm like, dude.
That's not enough.
It's not enough. Like, you know, 3 Prestiges in a game, like, that's a good amount of time.
Yeah, you can tell if you actually enjoy the game or not.
Yeah.
Or if you're telling yourself to enjoy the game.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you have enough time to unlock everything and figure things out in the game. Yeah. It's not like you put in 30, 40 days.
Yeah,
like, at that point, you obviously love the game.
Yeah.
Like, there's no question about that. You know, you're not going to love a game and put in, like, you know, 40 days.
Yeah. And, again, Black Ops 2, I didn't get at launch. I got it a year or two after, honestly. Yeah. And I got it for zombies.
Right.
Because after, like, playing Black Ops Zombies and stuff. But I went and played multiplayer, and, like, I had a ton of fun.
Yeah.
But the main reason why, like, I didn't play a lot of it was just because I didn't have, like, anyone to play with.
Right.
But, so that's why it's in my A. And this was, like, the birth, I would say, of, like, competitive COD, where a bunch of people just started, like, watching.
Right.
And, like, the rise of, like, Optic and stuff, and a bunch of fans came in.
Yeah.
And then this is a really hot take. Really hot take. I have Cold War on the same level as these 3.
Yeah.
And everyone's probably going to be like, that game is hot trash. It should not be there. But, again, reiterate, you and I played the shit out of this game.
Yeah, this is a crazy game because, again, we graduated from college working, and we put in, like, over 20 days on this game.
Yeah. Well...
Yeah, which is mind-blowing. Like, I think we put it in around, like, 24, 25 days. Like, I think you had more days than me. I think you maybe had, like, 2 or 3 more days than me.
Yeah. I definitely had, like, a few more days because I grinded zombies, too.
Yeah. Oh, you know, that's where your time came from for your camos and everything. Now, this game, I would put it up there, too, man. Like, if we're in that era now, like Modern Warfare 2 and some of these, like, I have like 40 days on some of these games and stuff, but that's when we were like in middle school, high school, you know,
not a care
like
in the world.
Yeah, exactly. Like you didn't have to do anything. Cold War, like being where we are now, putting in that much time is like wild. Like we love that game.
Like guys, you gotta think about it. Like we got Cold War, like that the year it came out and that COD life cycle, we clocked in well over 20 plus days on that 1 year. It was not even a full year.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
that's cycle.
Yeah. And, we're working full-time jobs while doing this. Yeah. That's why I have it in A, because, again, comparing it to what games I would much rather play over others, and Cold War's up there. Like, if I had to go another year of Cold War right now, I would.
Yeah, I would do it too.
Without even thinking about it.
Yeah, I would do it. Yeah, easily.
Because we played a lot of that game. Yeah. And, I had a ton of fun.
Oh, yeah, easy.
So...
Yeah, for me that's not a hot take, but for everybody else, yeah, for sure that's a hot take.
Yeah,
because some people either love or hate Cold War.
Yeah, and again, I think people that don't like games or that don't like Cold War, they literally played a few games and then it stopped.
Yeah,
because again, you and I were not the biggest fans in the beginning.
Oh yeah, no, dude, we were trash at Cold War.
Yeah, and then we
just kept playing.
Yeah, and then the game grew on us, and Treyarch updated the game.
Yeah, and we got. It's same thing. It's with all these games. Like Vanguard, we were bad at Vanguard, really bad at Vanguard, and then we start to just you slowly learn the game and get better and better, and then it grows on you.
Yeah, and Cold War, I remember again with the zombies, I would hop on and just shoot zombies for camos. That's how I know I'm having fun if I'm just doing that.
Yeah, exactly.
So I want to reiterate, Cold War, a very very fun game. You and I grinded 20 plus days, at this time too, in our life. So, and now I'll move on to last.
The top.
The top.
Tippity
top for me.
Tip of the iceberg.
I got MW3 and Black Ops 4.
Yeah.
Both are probably...
That black... Yeah, those are probably, I don't know. Everyone expects, the... mine. I have the vanilla S tier list in mine. You've got some smoking takes here. Some people think that is crazy. But it's funny though, man, because I don't think that's crazy at all. For our experience on those games, not at all.
Well, again, I ranked it based off of me.
Yeah, exactly.
Not my experience in all the games, and I would play MW3 or BO4 at any point in time, right now.
Yeah.
For years to come.
Yeah.
And if you only gave me these two Call of Duties forever, I could play it.
Yeah.
And again, that's how I ranked it, because I know people are going to be like, MW3 was trash, and BO4 is trash. And what's funny, right, is that these two are they're so different.
Yeah, no, they are.
So different.
They are way different.
In MW3, like you said, you and I grinded. We played so much of MW3 together. Yeah. And it's more, I like that modern era, modern guns and stuff. And all the maps in MW3 I liked.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not futuristic. It's right in the modern day. Mm-hmm. And it was pretty bare bones regarding it was basic COD.
Yeah.
Yeah. But just with a few additions sprinkled in, which is the same thing with MW2,
Yeah, and like you said, MW3 fixed MW2, which is funny because I remember I got MW3 after MW2.
Yeah.
And I was like, this game sucks.
Yeah.
And then for whatever reason, I just picked up MW3 and I was like, I'm just going to play it.
Yeah.
And then I fell in love with it.
Yeah.
And this game, you and I clocked well over 40 plus days on this game.
Yeah, yeah, easily.
I got, I stopped at third and just never, kept prestiging. I definitely could have gotten all the way to, 20th?
Yeah, yeah. It's funny now because exactly. You already know what we're talking about because back then I went to 16th and it was 20 and I stopped.
Yeah,
because I was like, I'm done with this.
Yeah,
but it was different too because now these games you don't lose anything when you prestige.
Yeah, exactly.
Back then it's you lost everything.
Yeah. You restarted.
You restarted from level 1, so it was a pain.
Yeah,
mm-hmm. Which that's for a whole other thing. I like that a lot.
Yeah,
but that gave you a choice to make.
Yeah, it was a big decision. You're resetting.
Yeah, exactly. You're basically starting from ground zero again. You get some cool stuff. You get a new emblem. People know that.
Yeah.
But you have to reset and lose all your camos, lose everything.
Yeah.
Now it's you just prestige and prestige and prestige, and it's all based on if you play the game.
Yeah, and you don't you don't lose anything when you're doing that.
No.
I remember I got to third. I was like, I can't do this again.
Yeah.
And I just stuck at third because I like the emblem.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Plus the emblem was pretty dope at third.
Yeah, but I just remember grinding this game for hours and hours.
And it had what was it? Was it 2v2s in it?
Yeah, face off 2v2, 3v3s, 1v1s.
Yeah, so much fun.
Yeah, And I don't care what people say. MW3, goated game.
Yeah.
And
I would agree.
And what's funny is everybody in the COD community is asking for like innovation. We want new stuff for COD.
Yeah.
And everybody wants to go back to like boots on the ground, this style of COD.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yep.
Right? And then which moves me to my second S tier game, Black Ops 4, completely different than MW3. And it's innovative. It's new operators, stem shot, sliding.
Right.
Like specialist weapons. Completely different. It's not, standard Call of Duty, I guess.
Yeah, oh no, not at all. Not at all. It's like it's way it's way off the path in that aspect.
Yeah.
It is it's different than like BO3 in the fact that it is boots on the ground.
Yeah.
But it does still keep a lot of those specialists, so it's got some weird things in there.
Yeah. And BO4, man, that again, like this was just one of my like favorite years. Like I bought this at launch and I just grinded this game.
Yeah.
Like, and grinded it to the point where the next COD that came out after that was World War II.
Yep.
And and let's see where World War II is on my list.
Yeah, exactly.
At the bottom.
Yeah.
And then we went back and played BO4. Yeah. I think that just really shows like how much
how strong it is. Yeah.
Yeah. How much I like this game. And again, the operators, that was new to COD, and like I love that because you had to be smart about who you wanted to pick. It's not like now, right? Like you get to pick an operator and like that's it. Like it doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter. It had some weight to why you were doing it, and like for a second mentioning it in competitive too. Like I know it's not what our lists are about, but it was cool in competitive too because that had strategy in it. So it was always interesting to see how certain people used certain operators and all that.
Yeah.
And in the game too, like our play styles fit certain people.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like I remember in BO3, like I would always run kinetic armor because I was always flying around.
Yeah.
And then in BO4, I would always run who was the healer? What was his name?
Crash.
Yeah, Crash. I would always run Crash.
Yeah.
Just to help out the team and like help everybody out.
Yeah.
That was the whatever.
You could really like personalize like your play style.
Yeah.
And on top of that, you got cool costumes for like all your characters.
The sickest.
Cool operator costumes. You got cool camos.
Yep.
You got all the guns in that game were like a ton of fun.
Yeah.
Again, the stem shot, like it is a little annoying.
Yeah, that's the only blemish I think that game has, if any.
But like that works to like again your play style and my play style. We want to play fast, and that helped out a lot.
Exactly.
If you're like an AR player where you're just like holding it, you probably were furious every single time you got someone one shot.
Yeah,
and they weren't, but. Like Black Ops 4, if we could drop Vanguard right now, go back and play.
Yeah.
And same with MW3. That's why these two are at my top. Because if I didn't have any of the other CODs on my list, and just those two, I could play COD forever.
Yeah. No, I would agree with that. I think it's always a hot take to put anything other than the ones like that I had in there. I mean, I think Black Ops 2 is one that I might move around, but like MW2, I would still throw it in that A tier for what it's done for the scene. And like, I mean, it's a great game. Like, I love that game.
Yeah, like it was hard for me to do S and A because again, like the way that I ranked it, like I would pick MW3 and BO4 over these 4 games.
Yeah,
like MW2, Black Ops 3, Black Ops 2, and Cold War.
Yeah,
and like Black Ops 3 was hard. Like I was debating between 3 or 4.
Yeah,
and I ended up choosing 4.
Yeah,
but. Like, and even Cold War, like we played so much of it.
Yeah.
And Cold War fits more of the style of like in between like MW3 and Black Ops 4.
Yeah.
So, which is funny because Cold War had wooden guns too, but it didn't feel like it was in the Cold War.
Yeah.
Because Treyarch did such a great job.
No, it's true. It's true. I think they did such a good job with that game, but like the other thing that's always hard to think of is like when we're in the time we are right now as to when those games came out, whenever they did.
Yeah.
Like what those games were building off of and what they were building towards.
Yeah.
Because Cold War, like, it's really a weird game. Like, it's kind of a standalone game, which we've seen with a lot of these CODs. Like, there's nothing that... Cold War was so weird because MW had its own engine, and then Cold War was completely different.
Yeah.
And then Vanguard came out, which is way more similar to Modern Warfare.
Yeah. Treyarch was like, we're not listening to you.
Yeah, they went completely against the grain, so it's almost like a one and done game.
Yeah, which is funny because like you can clearly see which side we like more and which one we prefer.
Yeah,
because we don't like tax sprint.
Yeah, exactly. Because I don't want to be spending hundreds of dollars for freaking controllers
every single game.
Yeah,
is breaking my controller.
Yeah.
But yeah, like MW3 and BO4, I have to put them at S. Yes, and agree, disagree, whatever.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think your list, like, there's nothing on there I don't really hate. Like I have a real problem with. Like, I think everything on there is pretty solid.
Yeah. I mean, again, and it's based off of what I like, so it doesn't.
Yeah. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. But again, if you're watching, let us know what you think about those lists. I think they're again, for mine, I think my list is the greatest list around.
Yeah.
But you think my list is trash?
I like your list too, because again, the way that you ranked it is completely different than mine.
Yeah.
It's not based off of just how much like you played the game and how much you liked it.
Yeah.
Mine is truly just based off of I could play these games forever.
Yeah.
And the other games, like, whatever.
Yeah, so that all influences, so if you're going to, like, let us know what you think about them, like, keep those in mind, too, how we made them.
Yeah.
Because people have different criteria and different things. Because my list would totally change if I'm talking, like, best CODs of all time regarding influence.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I would 100%, like, Cold War and all those games would be way at the bottom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
If my list was based off of, like, how games, like, evolving into, like what COD caused the most involvement in the community, it'd be completely different.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I would not have, like, BO4 and MW3 probably wouldn't be up there.
Yeah, and we've talked about this, too, off camera about, like, pro players and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, when people make pro player tier lists or rating pro players, it's always hard to, because you're like, well, what era are they competing in? What's the competition? What's the game?
Yep.
Like, if they're all playing, like, all in their primes, like, you're starting to get into, like, all these hypotheticals.
Yeah.
It's like, can you really make an accurate list?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Not really.
Yeah. Like, I just want to see what other people think. Because what's crazy is that, like, I have MW3 and BO4 in my S tier, right?
Yeah.
I guarantee you someone probably has, like, World War II in their S tier, and that was the first COD they ever played.
Yeah. No, for sure.
And, like, again, it's based on, like, your first COD is always going to be special no matter what.
Yeah. No, for sure. Like, the nostalgia factor always factors in, for sure.
Or, let me rephrase. The first COD that you, like, find that you truly love and you just grind, that will always, like, be special.
Yeah, exactly. It'll always, like, be rated higher over the other ones.
Because, like, I'll be honest, I would have never thought I would like a game more than MW3.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way any other COD could top that.
Yeah.
And then BO4 came, and I was like, all right, this is pretty damn close.
Yeah.
Like, really, really close.
Yeah.
So, like, and if I had to choose between those two,
it's a tough choice.
It's really hard.
Yeah.
If I could only
but
play one of those.
You wouldn't be sad with either choice.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But for the future, MW2 stuff, pray that it's up in the S and A tier.
Yeah, right.
For us.
Yeah, exactly.
And everyone else.
Yeah. So, again, let us know what you think about those tier lists, right? If you're watching on YouTube, again, if you're on Spotify or anywhere else on anchor.fm/COD Casuals, be sure to go over to YouTube to get the full scope so you can digest the whole thing.
Yeah, and then like comment, let us know if you hate our tier list, you like it, and then send us a tier list too on Twitter, because I would like to see other people's tier list.
Yeah, I'd be interested, like what modifications you'd make to it, or like if there's some things you like, or just move certain things around. Like again, in mine, like looking at it again, like I would have made like a couple of changes, but nothing too crazy.
Yeah, and like I wonder too, like what there are definitely people that have started.
Somebody out there who's got World War II in the ARS,
or just COD in general that they started way later than us. Yeah, there are people that probably started on MW.
Oh, easily.
19.
Oh, yeah.
And
no doubt. No doubt.
That's one of our bottom CODs.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like, it's interesting. It makes me feel old because we lived through all of those.
Yeah.
Which that's crazy.
Yeah. No, we did. And that's why I think the list is good, because we there's a few of them obviously we haven't. So maybe there's somebody out there who has truly mastered and played all of those.
Yeah.
Will they be watching? Who knows? But maybe that person can give like the expert end-all opinion.
I feel like I'm definitely more of an expert from MW2 and onward.
Yeah.
Because I've had more experience in that era.
Yeah.
I feel like we're coming into like a new era of COD since MW.
Oh, we for sure are.
Completely new era.
Yeah.
So
yeah, no doubt we are.
We've lived through an old generation.
Dude, we're old as all hell, bro. We're dirtbags,
and we're still hanging with.
Yeah,
the
we're
kids.
still frying kids who are
play us in ranked.
Yeah, exactly. Meet us up there.
Yeah.
MATCC.
Yeah, exactly.
So, do you have anything else you wanted to add, brother?
No, I think that this is a good episode.
Yeah, I like it.
I liked it because I didn't see your list. You didn't see mine.
No,
until now. So it was good takes.
Yeah, it was no hot takes. Like for both of us, like there were no hot takes. People outside for sure. There's hot takes.
I'm sure we'll.
So it'll be interesting to hear it.
Yeah. So, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll
see what
we'll
happens
see for sure.
But all right, I guess we can wrap it up.
Yeah, let's wrap it.
All right, guys. So thanks for watching episode 6 of the COD Casuals. Remember to follow us on anchor.fm/the COD Casuals. We're on Spotify, Google Podcast, YouTube. Go share that because like I want to start sharing the YouTube more. You know, get our voice out there.
Yep.
You know. And we're also on Twitter and Instagram. We've been super active on Twitter.
Yeah.
And you and I had a couple like banger tweets.
Yeah, we've been popping off on
our
Twitter.
Standards.
Yeah, exactly. We had one that was like over 100 likes.
Yeah.
Which is like mind blowing to us.
Yeah, exactly. So keep it up. We love like talking to you guys.
Yeah.
And join the MATCC clan.
Yes.
On Vanguard.
Yeah.
If you guys like that game.
Yeah. If you want to go play ranked or just play in general.
Yeah.
You know, just join the clan. It doesn't matter if you're playing ranked or not.
Yeah. And, let us know.
Absolutely.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. This has been episode 60 of the COD Casuals. We're your host, Justin.
And I'm Mike.
And we'll see you guys next week.
Take it easy, y'all.
See ya.